Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu. People, welcome back to another Tajweed tips tutorial. Tajweed tips and tricks, whatever you want to call it. So we're here. Hope you're well. I hope you're in the best state of Iman. I make dua for everybody out there. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala grant us tawfiq to keep steadfast on the deen. And may Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala accept our good deeds, accept from us and from our generations to come as well, inshallah. So we're going over Surah Thaariq today. I'll just read it one time without any interruptions. Just do the recitation all the way through. And then the second time, we'll go over some of the basic tajweed rules, inshallah. So let's go for it. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم والسماء والطارق وما أدراك ما الطارق النجم الثاقب إن كل نفس لما عليها حافظ فلينظر الإنسان مما خلق من ماء دافق يخرج من بين الصلب والترائب إنه على رجعه لقادر يوم تبلى السرائر فما له من قوة ولا ناصر والسماء ذات الرجع والأرض ذات الصدع إنه لقول فصل وما هو بالهزل إنهم يكيدون كيدا وأكيد كيدا فمهل الكافرين أمهلهم رويدا صدق الله العظيم. It's a fairly short surah, so let's quickly go over some of the basic tajweed rules next. So it starts with sama, so there's a long stretch here, this big mud. Was sama, so approximately how long? About 4 or 5 seconds, yeah. What tariq, ta is a full mouth letter. Ra here is going to be empty mouth because of the kasra, the zair. Next line, wama, so this is the small mud here now. So approximately 2 to 3 seconds. Raka, dal is a kalkala letter. It's got the sukoon there, so we're going to bounce on that dal. Raka, ra, it's got a standing fatha, so we're going to make this full mouth. Remember the ra is sometimes empty mouth, sometimes full mouth, depending on what's above it or below it, which harakat it has. Mat-tariq, so the ta again, oh yeah, sorry, we forgot. The riq here, the qaf is going to be qalqala as well, because when we stop it, we're stopping on it, we're going to remove, we're going to imagine that the kasra is removed and it becomes a qaf sakina. So when you stop on it, it's actually a qalqala letter there. What tariq, so a little bounce. And the same again here, what mat tariq, so a little bounce there. You could carry on because of the lam alif there. You could carry on and read it all the way through. That's up to you. Next one, an-naj, I'm not sure. Yeah, this is so you imagine a fatha or zabar going onto this alif here and then join it, so it becomes a hamza, an-naj. And then remember noon mushaddada gunna, and the jim is a qalqala, there's a qalqala bounce there, an-naj. And then we're on the next line, muthaqib, ba again qalqala, qaf, Is Qaf full mouth letter, guys? Remind me.
Yeah.
Qaf is a full mouth letter, right? Okay, so remember to read the Qaf clearly, full mouth. Next line. In kullu. So here we have a ikhfa. So a slight nasal sound, not a full gunna. In kullu nafsil lamma. So here we're going to join the lam, then we're going to join the meme. Meme mushadda gunna. Lamma ayn from the middle of the throat. Alayha. So push it out a little bit. Alayha hafiz. So ha from the middle of the throat as well. Hafiz. Dha. Yeah, that's it. Remember, don't bounce on the dha. Dha is not a qalqala letter. Next, فَلْيَنظُرِ. Again, we've got ikhfa. فَلْيَنظُرِ. Ra is empty mouth because the kasra joins here. Ril insanu. Again, ikhfa. Slight nasal sound. Sanu. Mimma khuliq. Mim mushaddada gunna. Kha. Throat letter. Top of the throat. And it's a full mouth letter as well. And here, when we stop, we're going to do that bounce on the qaf again. Just like we did up there. Next line, خُلِقَ مِمَّا. So here we got the mim mushaddada gunna followed by a big stretch. So that daddy stretch, approximately 4 or 5 seconds. In dafiq. So ikhfa here. Dafiq. Qaf. Bounce on there when you finish it. يَخْرُجُ. Kha from the top of the throat and full mouth letter. مِن بَيْنِ الصُّلْبِ. So here we've got this meme. So we don't read the ikhfa. We do the ikhfa shafwi instead. So mim, you don't read the noon, you read the meme. Mim. So it's a nasal sound, but it's with the meme. Mim baynis, and you read the ba as well. Baynis sulbi. Sad full mouth. What the ra. So the ra here is going to be stretched because of that big mud, approximately 4 or 5 seconds. Ib, when you stop there, the ba is a qalqala letter, so you're going to have that slight bounce. Ib, what the ra ib. Innahu, so noon mushadda gunna, 1 second stretch. Ala, ayn from the middle of the throat. Raj, ra full mouth letter. Jeem, bounce. Raj'ihi, ayn from the middle of the throat. Raj'ihi laqadir. Qaf is full mouth letter. Laqadir. The ra here, guys, can you remind me, is the ra going to be empty mouth or full mouth?
Full mouth.
Why is it going to be full mouth?
Empty mouth.
Oh, it's going to be empty mouth. Well done. So the ra is going to be empty mouth. The reason why? Do you know the reason?
Because there's a letter with a kasra behind it.
Correct. Because this dal has a kasra, it renders the ra empty mouth. Dir. So try to smile when you're coming to the end of that. Laqadir. Next, yawma tub. There's lots of qalqalas in this surah. Yawma tub. Ba qalqala. Lassara. So here again we got that stretch 4 or 5 seconds. Ra is full mouth. Ir. Again, guys, what do you reckon? The ra full mouth or empty mouth?
Empty mouth.
Why?
Because it has a kasra behind it. Yeah.
We've got that kasra, haven't we, on the hamza? Very good. So this ra is going to be empty mouth. Again, just like we did here, going to smile. Ra ir when you end it. فَمَا لَهُ مِنْ إِخْفَى here. Uwa. Qaf is full mouth letter. Uwa. Tinwa. So here we got what is this rule, guys? It's a tricky one. Not quite ikhfa. Idgham. So it's an idgham with a gunna. So it's a merge with a gunna. Quwwatin wala nasir. Sad here is full mouth letter. Ra again is going to be not full mouth. So nasir. So even though the sad is a full mouth letter, the ra is going to be empty because of the kasra there. Sir. So a little bit of tricky sound there. But I'm sure if you will practice, you'll get it, inshallah. Next, we're on this wasama again, because this is long 4 to 5 second stretch on the meme. Dhati raj'. So this here, the ra, you have to imagine the ayn has a sukoon because you're going to stop on it. If you're going to stop on it, so the ra joins the jeeb. The jeeb is a qalqala letter, so you're going to bounce it. It's a jeeb sakina, and then the ayn comes very, very quickly. So raj', raj'. So just a hint of the ayn at the end, raj', after the qalqala on the jim. Next, wal ardi, dad, full mouth letter, wal ardi. I say this all the time, dad is probably the most tricky letter in the alphabet, so requires a lot of practice. Basically, it's the upturned sides of the tongue reaching up and touching the back teeth on both sides. If you're really good, you can do both sides. If you're like me and you're basic, then you can do one side and you should get that sound. But remember to make it full mouth. Wal ardi, wal ardi. And the ra here is going to be full mouth, empty mouth?
Full.
Full mouth because of the fatha. Okay, good. That is sad. Here the sad is full mouth. Dal qalqala, ayn. Just like we had over here, raj. Here, sad, sad. So the dal qalqala and then just a hint of the ayn at the end, sad. Innahu, so noon mushaddada gunna, laqawlun. So the qaf here, full mouth letter, qawlun fasl. Here we got ikhfa, laqawlun fasl. وما هو بالهزل, hazl. So here there's no qalqala, but it's just the ha, za and lam together, like hazl, hazl. Just a touch of the lam at the end. Innahum, innahum, noon mushadda gunna, hum yakiduna, yakiduna kaida. That's straightforward. Wa akidu kaida, wa akidu kaida. Famahilil kafirina. So ra here is empty mouth. Kafirina amhilhum. Don't rush this. Read this clearly. Try to get all of these sounds clear because there's kasra fatha keeps changing. So famahilil kafirina amhilhum, amhilhum. So notice here it's a fatha, then it's a kasra, then it's a dhamma. So you got good practice there. Amhilhum ruwaida. Ra is a full mouth letter. That's your Surah Thaariq complete, alhamdulillah. Hope you enjoyed the lesson. I hope you learned from it and I hope you improved your recitation. Please do remember us in your du'as and the rest of the whole of the Muslim Ummah, inshallah. And catch you in the next lesson, inshallah. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.